This segment is brought to you by Cardiovascular Institute of the South, providing our patients the highest quality cardiovascular care available.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it very much. And we always like to turn our attention when it comes to Assumption Parish with Commander Lonnie Cavalier, Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. Welcome, Commander. How are you today?
Thanks, Keith. Doing fine. Getting ready for the big weekend.
I know that's right. It's a good thing. So happy July the 4th weekend to you and to certainly all of your team there doing so much to keep us safe there in Assumption.
Same to you all. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. All right, let's start with this search warrant that was sent out on with this narcotics investigation on Mr. Nelson.
Yes, Cody Devon Nelson, 36 of 704 A Jefferson Street in Napoleonville, was arrested on felony charges from an ongoing narcotics investigation. The Assumption Parish Sheriff's Narcotics Division have been conducting a narcotics investigation in the area, including Napoleonville. During the investigative process, agents determined that Cody Devon Nelson was engaging in the illegal sale of controlled dangerous substances near Napoleonville. As part of that investigation, agents obtained probable cause to secure a search warrant for the property located at 704 A Jefferson Street in Napoleonville. On Tuesday afternoon, deputies and agents executed the search warrant and did seize marijuana and assorted drug paraphernalia. Cody Devon Nelson was arrested and booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of possession of marijuana with intent to distribute and possession of drug paraphernalia. Cody Devon Nelson remains incarcerated pending a bail hearing.
All right, Commander, we appreciate that. Tell us a little bit more about this next one, a gentleman of failure to appear on Mr. Smith.
Okay, Jerome Donquell Smith, 34 of 302 Willow Street, Lavendaville, was arrested on warrants charging him with failure to appear in court in Assumption Parish on felony gun-related charges, as well as a probation parole detainer. Jerome Donquell Smith was previously convicted in Assumption Parish on the charge of possession of firearm, carrying concealed weapon by a convicted felon. As a result of that conviction, Jerome Donquell Smith was ordered to appear in court in Assumption Parish on May 29, 2024 for a scheduled review hearing and failed to do so. As a result, a warrant was issued for the arrest of Jerome Donquell Smith on May 30, 2024. Jerome Donquell Smith was arrested by the Lafayette Police Department on June 28, 2025, and released to the custody of the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office on July 1st, 2025. Jerome Donquell Smith was booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of failure to appear in court in Assumption Parish on May 29, 2024 for that scheduled review hearing, and on charge of possession of firearm carrying a concealed weapon by a convicted felon, probation parole detainer from Louisiana Department of Corrections. Jerome Donquell Smith remains incarcerated with bond set in $1,100.50 cash on the failure to appear charge and was ordered here without bond on the probation violation.
Okay. And now if we can get maybe just an update on Clifton Collins III.
Yes, Clifton Collins III, 44 of 11192 Knox Landing, Spanish Fort, Alabama, was arrested on felony charges on yesterday arising from an incident originating in the Pierrepont community in April of 2019. On August 16, 2019, deputies responded to a complaint in Pierrepont in reference to an individual now identified as Clifton Collins III, having agreed to do a home improvement project and collecting funds to pay for materials, but never completing the job. The complainant indicated that, as per instructions from Clifton Collins III, she completed a wire transfer to Collins on April 11, 2019 in the amount of $3,405.38 to pay for project materials. At some point, Collins went to the complainant's home, and after some discussions, Collins began to do some other minor improvements while awaiting on the ordered materials to complete the original project. Clifton Collins III never completed the secondary project and began avoiding the complainant's calls. At the completion of the investigation, deputies applied for arrest warrants for Clifton Collins III for felony theft in the amount of $3,405.38. On June 30th, 2025, Clifton Collins III was arrested by the Crystal Springs Police Department on the Assumption Parish warrant. Clifton Collins III was released to the custody of the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office on July 2nd, 2025. Clifton Collins III was booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of theft, felony, and Clifton Collins III remains incarcerated pending a bail hearing.
Commander, we appreciate all of those updates. Let's turn our attention to some really good news. Let's talk a little bit about the conclusion of the summer basketball recreation program.
Yes, we completed the summer basketball recreation program last week. It was, again, very well attended by students from all areas of the parish. And as a reward, as you can see in the photographs, they were all provided each a complimentary basketball from Sheriff Falcon. This project has been going on since Sheriff Falcon took office, with the exception of the COVID year. That's the only year we did not have it. We completed the basketball part last Tuesday, and then on Tuesday coming, we begin the volleyball part of it. And again, we're very well attended, and we think it serves us well to continue it because it keeps our children occupied during the school hours, the summer hours.
Summer hours, a great idea. Listen, happy July the 4th. We know everybody's going to stay safe for the 4th of July holiday. We always appreciate your time, Commander. Y'all have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, Keith. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on Bayou Time.
This segment was brought to you by Cardiovascular Institute of the South, providing our patients the highest quality cardiovascular care available.